Hi, I just wanted to show you something today, and it's something that we do in children's workshops. So you may have seen them advertised. They're the workshops that children and parents do together, and they're aimed at targeting anxiety and helping your child to learn new skills to calm themselves so that they feel more in control of situations. Now, this is one of the things that we do, and it's really, really powerful. So I give the children bricks made of paper, obviously. And what they do then is they write on them or draw on them anything that worries them, and I also get parents to do it too. And when they've done that, I give them some blue tack, and one at a time they come up to the wall or the board and they put their bricks onto the wall. So I'm just going to show you here how we do this. I'm going to start down here, and this one has got on it homework. So somebody's written on it homework, that's something that worries them. The next one I've got is when mummy goes. So I'm going to put that brick next to the other one. So somebody's written when mummy goes, that makes them feel worried. This one, it's a bit difficult to work out what it is, but I know this is somebody who's scared of monsters. So little children being scared of monsters and scary things in the dark. This is what one child's written. I'm just going to pop that on the top there. And what we do is you get children to come up and put these themselves on the wall so that they're building up brick by brick a picture of their anxiety. This one is I don't like shouting. So maybe the teachers are shouting at school, maybe it's other children shouting and not liking lots of noise. Maybe it's shouting at home. It could be anything, but not liking shouting is a good description of worry. This one is my friends being mean. So, of course, nobody likes it when their friends are mean to them or they fall out with their friends. We've got another one here. Picture of somebody lying in bed. Bedtimes. Some children find bedtimes really difficult, really worrying. Everybody has different worries and they're all valid, and this is a really important exercise for children to know that other children have the same kind of worries as them. This one, a child who's got two different homes, mummy in one home, dad in another. That's worrying, that's causing some difficulties. You know, these are all very normal things. This one here, my nanny isn't very well. A nice picture of nanny there. We've got another one here of a boy playing football, and this boy was worried whenever he had a football match, really putting a lot of pressure on himself to do well and worrying in case he didn't. Somebody else here, got a little maths equation there, a child who doesn't like maths, who worries when they have to do maths because they feel they're not very good at it. Some children put a lot of pressure on themselves to achieve. School. Not liking going to school, and there's a picture of mummy and the child there. Not liking to separate from mummy when it comes to going to school. Another one here, school related. Perhaps I don't like it when I get it wrong. And that's quite common in a lot of children. Not liking it when things don't go right, not being able to manage the overwhelming emotions that they then feel. Another one here, I don't like my teacher. You know, especially in primary school, your teacher is with you all the time, day in, day out. And if you've got a problem with your teacher, that's going to be a really stressful experience. The dark. I don't like the dark. Lots of children are afraid of the dark. And the last one I've got here, that's a picture of a boy or girl sitting down to dinner, and it says yuck. So not liking the food that is put in front of them, whatever that may be. So as you can see, I've built a bit of a wall here with all these worries that the children have written down. And if you imagine parents doing this too, I haven't put them here today because I haven't got space, but if parents were to do it as well, we've got a huge wall built up of worry. So it's really good visually for children to look at, and children are very good visual learners, and just see how it sometimes feels like too much. And it's really good for the parents as well to have a look and just see what a barrier that is to their children moving forward. Now from there, you may have seen this before, this is the worry tree. So if I bring it closer to the camera. And what we've got at the top is my worry. So we've got my worry at the top, and then a couple of questions. So the first one is, can I do anything about my worry? So we've got the worries on the wall here, and in a minute we're going to take them down and have a think about whether actually you can do anything about that worry. And that might be something that's discussed with the family, with mum, and it's often better if you have set times of day to do this. Yes, I can do something about my worry, and then that encourages solution finding and problem solving, which you can do together. Or no, I can't do anything about my worry. And if you can't do anything about your worry, that's where the calming strategies come in, which I also teach in the workshop. So something else I wanted to show you, and this is a rather friendly looking monster, but this is a worry box that I made with a group of children. And the monster's very hungry, and he likes to eat the worries. So what I then do is I get the children and the parents to come up one by one, take their worries off the wall, screw them up, fold them up, whatever they want to do, feed them to the monster. So they don't necessarily get taken down brick by brick, and we might have big gaping holes in the wall where the children come up and choose their different worries to take down. And then what we end up with is a lot of worries in the box. And this box is then a really useful tool to use as part of family time to go through worries, if that's what's wanted. So sometimes children just want to get their worries out there, get them out of their head, and that's enough. They might want to just screw them up and throw them away. But putting them in a box gives an opportunity to set a time aside later, maybe after school, after they've come home and they've had their snack and their drink, to sit down and have a look at some of the worries that might be in the box. And the great thing about this is that if you do it too, you put your worries in there too, really simple ones that your children can help you to solve, then you can take it in turns at helping each other to solve your worries, and it doesn't become such a huge insurmountable problem then. So that's all I'm going to tell you today, but that's one of the most powerful strategies that I use in the workshop with parents and children, and it helps people to learn together. It helps the children to see that their parents are experiencing similar things to them, and it helps them to feel understood by their parents and gives them something to do, gives them some power and control over it. Thank you. Bye-bye.